Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator, where we've got this small Armenian revolt going on, and actually, I don't expect this to be a very big problem. I think that we'll have this taken over quite quickly. We have both of our Merc units that are currently on Carpet Siege, and our Legion is currently making its way all the way up here to deal with the remaining fort in the region. So that should be fine. There's a wealthy patron here who wants to build a library for us. Okay, I'll allow it. That sounds good to me. We've got a decent amount of cash at the moment, but I mean, this civil war brewed very quickly, in all honesty, but it's fine. We will have this dealt with shortly. We're going to not have any problems with this. There is this force here, but they're not currently threatening to us. I'm not sure exactly where they're going, but we're walking over this way. Interestingly, we walked like this instead of taking the road. That's definitely something to note. We might want to build a triangle structure here. But that's okay for now. So we've got these guys just running amok over here, and that sounds good to me. So they're actually heading up over this way. That's perfect. We're very, very happy about that. Now we're out of food for our Legion. This isn't shocking. Supply limits are very low. Very, very low. Why would the weight here be 62, but the weight here would be 53? Is that a terrain difference? They're both mountains. And they say they have the same amount of attrition. Okay, there's definitely some sort of an updating calculation there. I'm not sure what exactly it is. I would like to crush this force if we can. I'm not sure if we catch them or not. We'll see. I kind of doubt it, in all honesty. I kind of doubt that we'll catch it. There are a couple of units down here that I didn't see previously. And we should do something about them. Now, this would put us negative if we were to hire these mercs. However, we could maybe raise a levy from, let's see, Cappadocia, Pontica, Assyria, perhaps. Now, this would only be 2,000 units. But it might be able to defeat this levy. Maybe. Or we could raise Cappadocia, Pontica. And that's what I'm going to do. Now, where is Cappadocia, Pontica? They're up over here. So they have a long ways to come, but they're going to come on over. And their job is going to be to chase down these forces. That's okay. They have a long ways to go, but they should be able to get down here fairly quickly through the use of roads. Okay, so we definitely took out this Merc force here. Cool. These guys are currently walking into here, and they're locked in. So we're actually going to go up there and fight them. The bitter civil war in Egypt has finally come to an end. Good for them. Okay, we stack wiped that force as expected. Now, these mercs, are they unhired? Yeah, we've unemployed them. Perfect. We're going to walk in and siege this fort as the original plan was. And our levies will arrive down here in the eventually category. They'll get here eventually. Our mercs are definitely doing work over here, so that is fantastic. And we're going to head on in. We have a little bit of food here, surprisingly. So we're going to run out of that food very quickly. The siege will proceed. And we definitely do need to work on our supply situation. There's no doubt about that. And that is, in fact, what we are working on doing. That is the goal. So that'll be just fine. Our levy troops will be arriving over here shortly. Very shortly, in fact. We do see this legion over here that they just raised. And I'm actually going to send this unit of mercs over to deal with it. They have low morale right now, and we're going to fight this unit. That's perfect. We're very glad to catch this unit. We're hoping to stack wipe it. We did not stack wipe it, sadly. But we can come on in over here and take back this territory. So we're going to come up over this way, see about fighting some of these units. This siege is underway. Perfect. And we've got a lot of units here, for sure. So this is fine for now. We are definitely outperforming them. And we did not stack wipe this army either. I'm a little sad about that. I do want the outliner, thanks. Okay, I'm going to have these guys go to... What I wanted... I guess we can have them defend borders. But they're going to come up over here. That's not what I wanted them to do. What I wanted them to do is chase enemy armies that are in our territory. That's what I really want this force to do. That doesn't appear to be something that we can tell it to do automatically. So that's fine for now. We're going to come up over this way. I want to catch this legion. Now, they are heading into Kamachia. And we'll see where they go from there. These guys, they are going to immediately go on to Carpet Siege. Okay, so these guys are heading up over here. That's fine. We have road advantage over them. So we should be fine on this front. Now, these guys are going to come back down over this way and chase this force. Like I said, I want them chasing down these units. These guys are sieging back. And we are going to catch their legion up here. Beautiful. So we'll win that fight. Our legion is, of course, taking back territory over here. And they're down to 178 troops over this way. Down to 106 now. We're going to continue pursuing them and taking this territory over here. These guys, for now, are going to take some territory. This is objectively going poorly for the Armenian revolt. Okay. Now, we didn't actually build roads over here. That's something that I intended to do, but didn't get to because of the immediacy of the revolt after we won this war down here. So that's not something that we managed to finish up. Now, these guys have very, very few troops left. Where are they going? They are going into here. Okay. And then from here, they're going to here. Now, they're going to run into this fort soon enough. These guys are, for the time being, going to continue to push over this way. We've definitely lost a lot of Legion troops to attrition. There's no doubt about that. However, we are at the point now where we're no longer taking massive attrition, so that's okay. We're going to head in over here, defeat these 6 troops now. There we go. These guys are going to head up over here once they're done sieging this. Beautiful. And we're just going to continue to carpet siege up here. These guys are going to grab this territory. Then I expect them to come up here, start taking this region. That's the idea anyway. And these, they're going to come up over here. Cool. So in we go on our carpet siege missions. There's not going to be much Armenian revolt left very, very soon here. We're making solid progress here. And they're at low war enthusiasm. You don't say. They're actually back up to medium for some reason. I don't know what that reason is. But they are. Cool. So, I mean, we're going to take all this territory. The Mauryan Civil War has ended. Cool. Luckily, neither Rome nor the Seleucid Empire has decided to attack us while we're in the Civil War. I would have if I was them. But, nope. They did not decide to do that. At least not yet. So that's good. We're going to have these guys come up here, in fact. There we go. This carpet siege is taking some weird priorities here, in my opinion. But okay. Sure. We're going to set these guys over to carpet siege now as well. And once these guys arrive here, they will also carpet siege. So that'll be fine. We have a good amount of gold in our coffers right now. And we can continue to build libraries. So I'm very pleased with that. There we go. We'll just spend some of that down. These guys are on carpet siege. Perfect. And we're just chasing them back in at this point. Like, we know that they have this force here, but it can't fight our units. Now, after we're done with this siege, we're going to want to go fight them again. We did just have our wife die, I think. Yes. That's okay. There we go. We don't really care about our current wife. It's not particularly relevant to us. But we're going to head on in over here, and we'll actually leave this on Carpet Siege. We weren't going to catch them, so that's fine. These guys will enter Carpet Siege. Beautiful. Okay, so this all looks good to me. No real problems here. We'll just need to get this all taken care of. Of course, in the meantime, our AE is dropping, so that's wonderful. We're very, very pleased about that. And these sieges will be finishing up. It'll take a little time yet. But we do have some very solid progress here. Really, there's quite few locations remaining. If only auto cap was a thing in these civil wars. That would be nice. Unfortunately, it is not. So it does take a little bit of time to get that done. We're only at 18% war score, but war score doesn't actually matter in the civil wars. Now, I'm going to take these guys up over here because we do, in fact, want to fight this legion with our own legion. Their legion is going to be absolutely crushed by our legion. There's no way around it. They're going to get wrecked. Perhaps even stack wiped. We outnumber them to an extreme degree, and we have much better troops. So let's head on in. And yeah, we're crushing them. As expected. They are getting absolutely wrecked here. Beautiful. So I don't actually expect this to stack wipe. But we're doing a lot of damage. Their last 3 units of light infantry were holding out quite well there. Now they're putting in their supply trains and their engineers. That's not good for them at all. And there we go. So we didn't eliminate all of their troops. They're retreating up over this way. I'm not sure what they're planning on getting up there. Or where they're planning on going, rather. But, okay. Now we have 2 units here, and we're going to send 1 unit here and 1 unit here. Actually, I've changed my mind. This unit is going to go up over here. Okay. Cool. There's our oratory advances advancing. And we're going to grab this fort maintenance reduction as we work down towards delayed baggage train. That will be very important to us. Quick March and Paymasters will both be very good as well. Army attrition and supply limit, yeah, this is all very, very important to us right now. So that is going to be our primary goal, moving down that way. We're going to grab this, and we'll see where they end up. Not entirely certain on that front. So this levy is going to go onto Carpet Siege. Cool. Now we can probably release these mercs after they've taken this territory. We could probably get away with releasing these mercs as well, but for now, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so we're at 22% war score right now. And we're just working our way on in. Beautiful. So these mercs are going to go away the moment they finish this. I'm not sure where these guys are retreating to. But I also don't think it really matters. There we go. They might be retreating down here, in which case I believe that our levy is capable of defeating them. Now they are regenning morale as they retreat, and they've retreated quite a long ways. So they have regened a lot of morale. But that's okay. So these mercs will be arriving here shortly. Oh, we're on speed 2. No wonder things are feeling slow. There we go. How long has that been the case? I must have accidentally hit the button. Okay. I did not intend to be on speed 2. I was like, this feels like it's taking a long time to get anywhere, and turns out it was. Yeah, accident compensation is fine right now. We've got plenty of cash. I'm not concerned. I'm going to start moving these guys down this way for the moment. These mercs, as soon as they're done capturing this, are going to be released. We no longer need them. And they're recapping this. That's okay. We're going to come down and chase them down with our professional force. They don't have much they can do. That's the thing. Actually, we're going to come in over this way. We'll see where they go after this. Sure. Okay, we're going to go up there then. And our professional force will come on in. They are currently in this city. And they're heading over this way, which is fine. Okay. So they are up to 6,000 units. I'm a little surprised that they still have manpower, considering they have no land. But, sure. And what did they raise up here? A levy? Oh, yeah, they got a levy. Okay, that's fine. No big deal there. We did get a new invention, and we're going to take delayed baggage train. Absolutely, giving us 5% more supply there. Army movement speed would be good, too. And, in fact, everything over here would be amazing for us. So we're going to happily take all of that. We're going to move up over this way and defeat their legion first. Our levy is going to go after their levy as soon as it's done capping this. There we go. We caught their legion. I do expect this to be a stack wipe, and indeed it is. Now we're going to cap this back. We're just going to go on to carpet siege. And our levy troops are going to head down. Once they hit the road, they will speed up dramatically. Our researcher did die. We need a new oratory researcher, and we will go ahead and put in this guy as the most qualified. Cool. Okay, so I definitely want to move the capital back up over here, but we need to be at peace for that. I mean, we will be very soon. They have very little left. Okay, it looks like it's over. Beautiful. Because we stack wiped them. So we're going to gain manpower. That's definitely something that we want. And we're going to gain political influence, stability change. Sounds good. So at this point, we are going to go into our military tab, and we're going to disband our levies. There we go. And these guys, they are going to split in half. Half of them are going to come down to here. The other half are, for now, going to come down to here. Okay. So there we go. That's fantastic. The Seleucid Civil War also ended. Good for them. So I want to move this capital back up over here. Yes, they're going to lose a bunch of loyalty. I'm aware of that. We also want to swap them over to religious conversion. Now then. Let's actually go into our administration here. Sort by religious unity. And locations like Caucasian Albania here should definitely be back under religious conversion. And so should this one. Up to 54%. I think that's acceptable. Okay. So that looks good to me. Beautiful. So we'll get that conversion underway. We definitely would like to get these colonized, but for now, that's not hugely possible. We do need to get these, of course, integrated. And cultural assimilation will be done fairly soon, but it'll take time. So down we go with our legions. And of course, what are we going to do with them? We are looking to build additional roads down in this area that we recently took over. We weren't able to build the roads that we wanted immediately, of course, and the reason for that was because of this rebellion that happened, or, well, civil war. And the civil war definitely happened a little more quickly than I was anticipating, but it's fine. So we're going to have these guys split up a bit here, and that'll be good for their supply limits. I do want to check supply limits in this region. It's still a little grim. That's for sure. It's not too bad, but it's not great either. So we're going to go on to road build, and these guys are going to build a road down like that. Once they're done with that, they're also going to make sure that there's a connection there, and then they're going to come back and build a road basically along this entire border. Make sure there's a triangle structure there, and we'll call that good for now. And then these guys, once they arrive over here, In fact, once they arrive here, they are going to go on to road build, and we'll do that as soon as they arrive here, I guess. Helps if I unpause. They're going to go on to road build, and they're going to come down over this way and hit this location. And from there, they're actually going to backtrack, and then they're going to come up over here, build a road down this way, and make sure there's roadage over here. Okay. So that'll do for now. These guys definitely have more road to build for the moment, but we'll see what we want these guys to do after they're done with that order. That'll be fine. We do need to build back up our manpower, but we're going pretty well at 300 per month. I'm quite pleased with that, actually. That's going very well indeed. Now, we might want to extend this road over here. We definitely ran into a few road deficiencies in that civil war, but that's kind of to be expected. I mean, a road along this river might not be awful. A bountiful harvest, apparently. We could gain 3 stability or 476 gold. Honestly, I feel like the stability is worth more right now. But I'm going to take the gold because I have a feeling... Nope, I was wrong. Okay, never mind. I probably should have taken the stability. But our treasury is not great right now. And I want to check here. We can drop our fort maintenance, and we can actually drop our army maintenance as well right now. That'll be a pretty big gain. But we're making less money than I expected at this moment. That's for sure. We're absolutely making less money than I expected to be making right now. And I'm interested in finding out why that is. But for the time being, we'll get all of this done. The head of the Amatunis family died, and he was actually in charge of the Legion of Armenia. That's okay. While they're digging roads, we don't actually need them to have leadership. So we're completely fine with that. Excellent. Now, I do want to take a look at the library situation here. There are a few more libraries to build, and so we'll get a few of those queued up. Beautiful. That'll do for now. I want to check in on our research efficiency. That is now up to 100%. That is very solid. Remember, the cap is 125, so we're getting very close to that. We're getting very, very close to that. We do need to increase our integrated culture pops, but that is certainly something that we are working on doing. If we look at the cultural map mode, you can see we have definitely improved that. There's no doubt about it. But the bigger difference is going to be in the religious map mode. That's definitely improving. So that's wonderful. When can we call down Zoroaster again? That is a while. Or no, this goes down, not up. Okay, good to know. Our king has cancer, so he probably doesn't have much time left, and the question is, who's his successor? Well, that's a good question, actually. I think we named a successor. This guy. I mean, he's 57. That's okay. His legitimacy is not going to be the best, but it'll be fine. It's a lot of succession support for this guy, of course. And yeah, that's completely okay. He has a lot of supporters, 45. No one else really has much for supporters, so it looks like this is going to be fine. Now, we could hold games for some monthly popularity. I don't think that's useful. We could also demand oaths of allegiance, and I don't think that's helpful either. We could patronize the arts if we wanted integrated culture happiness. I don't know that that's amazingly helpful either, though. So that's something to think about, for sure. It is about time to put a cut in here, though, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now that we're done with our civil war. And next episode, we are definitely going to be expecting our ruler to die. I think that's going to definitely be what's going to happen. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.